Really proud of our team today. Thought they competed really hard. I thought we played with an edge and a chip on our shoulder, and they came out and since Monday practiced really well and paying attention to the details and all the things that mattered, and we came out and executed pretty well. I think offensively, we stayed in rhythm most of the game, and against a team that's playing really emotionally charged football, playing good football. They got good players and good schemes, and really proud of our offense and how they executed today. And then defensively, defending that offense with the amount of shifts and motions and deceptives. Obviously, a couple got us early, but I thought the guys really settled down and played with good discipline, really good effort running to the football, and got stops when we needed to, and forced them to kick field goals. So just as a group, it was, or as a whole, it was great in terms of the competitive spirit and getting a win back at home. Last game of the year, senior day, that's a big deal. And so we're moving into the bye week and take full advantage of that to get our mind and body right and get back and get ready for Stanford.
Okay, questions?
Nall ran for 200 yards here last year against Cal, and has really been producing these last couple weeks. What did you guys do this week to make it so difficult on you?
Really good job by the coaching staff on defense and preparing the guys, and then the kids went out and executed. Thought we played really hard. We were going to be committed to stopping the run, and we played a lot of heavy run fronts, and he hit some runs, and he's going to earn some. He's a really good back. He's a big guy. They got good schemes, like I said, a lot of misdirections, so they'll get people out of their gaps and things like that. So they know what they're doing. But I thought our guys just competed really well. They communicated, which is a big part of it, with all that shift in motion, and then ran to the football and played team defense.
You mentioned the offense there a couple times. They were really balanced today and actually didn't have to punt. What would you think of the effort that they had today?
Yeah, just again, kudos to all the guys on offense. I mean, the O-line, the backs, obviously, Ross, the receivers, everybody had a big part in that. The coaches had a great game plan going in, and I think go through a game without punting is pretty impressive. And there's going to be a couple of those drives that we felt like we probably could have finished with points and didn't get points against a team that's, like I said, been playing really hard, and they got good schemes too. So really proud of our offense for that, and I thought we took a step forward today as a team. Obviously offensively, but I think just as a team we took a step forward, and that's a good feeling this late in the year.
Andrew?
How big was getting the carry back and improving the offensive line play from last week?
I'm sorry.
How big was getting the carry back and improving the offensive line play?
Anytime you get a guy that's played that much back is huge, and I think you saw the effects. And that doesn't mean the other guys that played in his absence weren't doing a good job, but he's a starter for a reason, and you want as many guys as you can to be healthy, and he definitely helped us today.
Coach, can you just talk about Matt Anderson breaking a pretty long-standing school record by a really good kicker, and he had a big day for you today.
Had a huge day, and really proud of him. He started off the year a little shaky, to his standards anyway, and but he really came back and has been really solid for us. And I know it was a big deal to the guys on the sideline to help him get that, and we're proud of him. He's obviously played a ton and done a lot here, and like you said, the company he keeps in terms of the scoring here is pretty impressive. So really proud of Matt and what his future holds, but he's a big part of this.
Coach, Mike Safell got his first start at right guard today. How'd he do for you?
Well, we'll watch the tape, but Mike's done a really good job all year. He's a young guy. He came in camp and did a really good job, and I think his first action of the season was against USC because he had a little bit of an injury he was coming off of. But I mean, the whole year he's just competed really well. It's never been too big for him. He's going to be a really good player. He's got a lot to learn, but it's hard to. I'm sure he did some good things today, but I'm sure there's a few things that Coach Greatwood will have to coach him on.
Coach, you had a tough decision at quarterback in the preseason. It took you a while to make your choice, but it's obviously worked out well. What can you say about Bowers just in general and today?
I think throughout the year he's been shown that he's a gritty guy. He's a competitor. He plays with guts, which is a great quality at that position. He can throw the football, and I thought he made some nice throws today, made some good decisions. He also made a couple that he'd probably like to have back. But I think there's a, there was a series in the second quarter, and this has happened a couple times, and this is where he's going to grow. But he took a negative play, took a sack, down in the tight red zone, and then the next play on a third down throws a dime for a touchdown, and that's what he's done. And I think continuing to just limit those mistakes is what we'll be working on with him. But really proud of him and the way he's grown as a player.
Before the season, there wasn't much talk about Patrick Laird. He was at best third string. Are you surprised by anything he does at this point?
No, not necessarily. I think when you're around the team as much as we are, off-season workouts, practice, we saw spring ball, we see the winter and summer workouts, we see fall camp, and so he's done that since we've been here. And obviously a little bit new, to the scene this year in terms of the production he's getting. But Pat's a special guy. I mean, he works extremely hard. He's a talented guy. He's got really good intangibles of vision and balance and some of those things that are hard to measure, when you talk about height, weight, and speed that everybody's so interested in, but there's more to it than that. And I think you see that with Pat. He's got all those intangible things. I think there was late in the game, we checked the ball down to him. It's a third down play, and he looked at the sticks and then saw the defender and got the first down. And that essentially gave us a really good chance to run out the clock. So little things like that, and he's earned everything he's got.
One thing, did you intend to run him that much going into the game, or was that just something that developed? Did you know that that they were vulnerable, that he could do what he did?
Well, we felt like we had a good plan going in against what they were going to do defensively or what they had shown. And again, that's Bo Baldwin, Coach Greatwood put together a really good plan. And we talked about giving him the ball a lot. And obviously bye coming up, and we're going to have a little time to rest our mind and body, and then recover and get ready for the next big one. But we had planned on giving him the ball. And again, there's a lot of people involved in that. Quarterback, the O-line, the receivers, the fullbacks, the tight ends. There's just a lot of people involved, but obviously he showed up and did his piece today.
Is that gonna do it? Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.